Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about some scary RM moments. Moments that got Jungkook a little scared. Sort of. This particular moment that we're talking about happened with Jungkook, Suga, and of course RM. This was in one of their BTS Bomb episodes. I definitely wanted to get into it and talk about it. We also have an army being hit by a BTS member. I will get into that at the end. And I think these particular moments here make BTS go from a celebrity all the way to someone who is more relatable. So let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's go. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, of course, Jungkook being a little bit frightened sometimes by RM. In a BTS Bomb episode, or they call it a Bangtang Bomb episode, these are their kind of behind the scenes things that you would normally not see. Behind the scenes of their music video, their performances, live events, things like that. Anywho, this is posted on their YouTube channel, so you can definitely go over to the YouTube channel and check it out and watch it, and it's nice and fun. Having a series like this really makes us ARMYs get to know BTS a lot better. And it's definitely one of the reasons I personally believe why ARMYs love BTS so much. Because BTS is so open about their lives and they share it with ARMYs, we of course feel like we know them. They also have moments that I'm going to be talking about where you ARMYs are going to feel like I can relate to this. There was this moment behind the scenes where RM was feeling, how you say, a little peckish, a little Hungary. And there was this beautiful spread on the table. Asians love spreads. We love to have a lot of food, a lot of different variety, and it looked like a really nice Korean takeout type of thing. God, I'm starving just looking at that. All that looks amazing. RM just started picking at the food, eating it, chomping it down. He did not even pick up a plate. He was just chomping. He's a savage and he went for it. I do the exact same thing when I am very, very, very hungry. You cannot get in my way. I will not be stopped. I will eat with my bare hands, which by the way is the best way to eat food. So if you've never eaten with your bare hands and the food is able to be eaten with your bare hands, you should try it. And this is probably why I don't have any friends. Because when I am really hungry, this is how I act. I literally eat things right out of the can, right out of a boiling pot. I don't care at that point, I'm hungry. But the funny thing is, when Suga was kind of sitting down eating, he asked RM to do something for him, to hand him a plate. And since Suga is right there, and literally RM's ear is like right by Suga's face, RM didn't even hear Suga. RM completely ignored Suga, which is so funny to me. Like, you've ever been so focused on something that you just do not hear anyone else? You're just trying to accomplish your goals. You don't even care what is happening outside. You do not have ears to give anyone else. Kind of like when teachers talk to me. Big mood, like literally me. If there's food around, I probably won't hear you or see anyone else. Jungkook did see this. He was right next to Suga and he had a good laugh about this. He did tease RM just a little bit. You could kind of hear the laughter in the background as everyone noticed that RM ignored Suga. Then a very long and awkward silence as Jungkook said RM is the scariest when he pounces at food. Again, me. I find it really funny, just side note, that Big Hit literally recorded just them eating and was just like, yeah, ARMYs will watch it, just do it, because we will watch it. But the teasing didn't stop there. J-Hope came by and picked up what looked like a spicy rice cake on a stick, which I want in my belly right now, even the stick. The stick is the best part. It was right by Suga, and J-Hope didn't want to just sit there and kind of eat on top of Suga. So basically J-Hope said, let me go ahead and do this. Basically saying he won't eat it there and he'll move kind of out of the way, somewhere safer where he could eat. So he stepped away from Suga and then said, don't worry, I'm not like Namjoon. I literally cried, like actual tears. First off, I like that they don't care. Like, if I was starving, and even if the cameras were there, I would just be like, oh my god, I'm not hungry. Tiny bites. But they're like, who cares? The cameras are there, but we're still gonna eat. And also take a moment to tease each other a little bit. RM had nothing to hide. He was just like, I'm gonna go after the food. I wanted to see if anyone had anything to say about this. On the big old tweetster, we have this one ARMY that demanded kind of an answer. It's hilarious. They wrote, Namjoon is scary when he eats. Why, Namjoon? Why? Ha ha ha, but I agree. I mean, I'm not upset by it. It was a very normal thing to happen, obviously. And it shows that he is human. I almost relate now more than I've ever related to him before. Also, the food looks so good. Who can resist? If I ever performed or worked the way RM did, I would be so hungry, I would probably just take the entire spread, run into my room, go into a hotel room, or sit in an alleyway and just eat it all. Y'all can order another one. Like, screw sharing. Other 6-member who? RM doing that was kind of like the highlight of my day. We also have more moments that have been hilarious. Like, apparently an ARMY was hit at a fan meet by a BTS member, and that member was a Jin. Accidentally, of course. Imagine BTS just goes around slapping people. But of course, it would be an accident. They would never do something like that on purpose. During a fan meet, they were all kind of lined up on a table. You know how fan meets are. I've explained it before. And Jimin at one point point had the microphone, but Jimin had a little bit of like a photograph there and like a stand to hold his photograph. Perhaps this is one of his requests when he does fan meets. He's like, I must have a picture of me right there. Basically, Jimin said out loud, just talking about kind of Jin's part, I guess, in music or something like that, saying, what do you think is Jin's bad part? I think it's everything. Oof, what a burn. Do you feel the burn? Jin, of course, saw this and was playfully upset, as you would be. He then hits Jimin's kind of picture frame and knocks it down and pretends to be angry. But of course, when Jin smacked Jimin's picture frame, it kind of bounced off the table or something and then hit Army's hand. The Army that was kind of lined up and ready to talk to Jin. Jin immediately got up to try to fix the situation. You did hear the crowd kind of gasp a little bit. Jimin was even shocked as well that that happened. But the Army that was hit did not seem to mind, did not seem to be in any pain. I mean, basically at that point, Jin grabbed her hand and started holding it. So the Army ended up getting a lot more than just a fan meet. She got to really touch Jin and hold Jin's hand for a long time. Ooh, jealous of this Army. And Jin was even like rubbing her hand too. Jungkook saw this and of course even gave Jin a thorough smacking. And it looks like it could be wrong, but it also looks like Jungkook was trying to give Jin kind of a purple nurple. Taeyang jumped in and of course tried to remedy the situation and basically said, how dare you hit my husband? I mean wife. Which is so funny that the word husband came out of his mouth first. And now I believe the fan must feel so blessed. Now I'm sure they felt awful about this, or Jin really felt bad about it. But no one intended for this to happen, and this was of course a big accident. The whole point of Jin hitting the photo was to kind of get back at Jimin anyway. It wasn't to hit an Army. And now the Army has so many stories to tell when she leaves the fan meet. She could say that Jin romantically caressed her hand. She could also say that she is now legally married to Taeyang because Taeyang called her his husband, I mean wife. And so imagine that. I mean, if Taeyang does come out as gay, she can also turn around and be like, I'm also your husband, remember? We're still married. And that is the story of how Taeyang got married. If Taeyang ever does decide to date a fan, he has so many options, first of all. So many girls to go through. How could he ever pick? But I can help you pick. But I can help you pick. Might I recommend you not look at girls and look at me? I'm kidding, he'll never look my way. I definitely wanted to see what some people on Twitter were saying. One person wrote this. Jin accidentally hit a fan when he pretends to be angry. Jimin, Jin Hyung hit a fan. Suga to fans. Did you all record it? Did Suga really say that? Did he really want everyone to record that? Sounds like something he might say though. I love this moment and I personally hope that Armies never stop talking about it. Let me know what you think about this and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check that out, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel. It really does help me kind of keep going and all that stuff. So I really do hope you kind of check that out and contribute over there if you can. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff. Link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. So make sure you click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.